Hello, this is Erina from Shekinah Beautiful coming to you from my house. After today's market, it was the vegan market at the Broadwater Parklands. Thank you if you came along and made a purchase. It definitely helps on a quiet market day when at least you make your rent and have a couple of purchases. So I was so grateful for that. And it rained a lot at the market, but I've got some other videos that I will be putting together and you'll hear a bit more about my day. I just wouldn't believe it that right now I look outside and yeah, we do need to get trees trimmed. We did it a little while ago and they're just growing. I think it's from all the water that collects, but it's clever that it does that. But you look outside and the sky is so blue. And to think that we were at a market where the rain was torrential and it pretty much bucketed down and it made us all really wet. My shoes were drenched with rain and now it looks like this. So yeah, no time too much for the photos of markets and posting, but yeah, what an experience. So please forgive me, I have not combed my hair yet, but after getting really wet from the rain, I went home. My hair was dry from the air conditioner in the car ride and pretty much brushed my hair and washed it again and went out of conditioner again. So it's feeling so dry right now and I'm really overdue for a haircut. Probably do that in the new year. So I can't believe how crazy our weather in Queensland is. I didn't get to do a it is raining video because it rained a bit and yeah, it came all of a sudden, really heavy rain, very suddenly, and just dumped a whole heap of water. It was up to my ankles. My shoes are completely wet to the point that I'm not sure how they'll go about getting dried out. And I might do a little bit of video of the things that I am drying in the garage, including tables and a chair, and my pegboard has got really wet, which I might go in then soon and have it standing up. So we are drying our things that we can as best as we can in the garage, and we have a towel that we put in the car along the back of the back seat to protect it. It's got completely wet, but it's really good that it was there, otherwise the car would have been heaps more wet from putting wet things in the car. I've got to do scrunchies that are wet. I've got to clear off a table. Scrunchies have got to dry flat, so probably in the either the lounge room or maybe the family room, I'm gonna clear the crafting off the table and put them there to dry. And we are taking tomorrow off. We were going to go to a market at Beachmere that came up, but after all this deluge of rain and getting wet shoes, it's better for us to stay at home, and I think we really do feel like we need to rest anyway, so we can do a bit of a market restock. I have to remember to get the back of my earring from my shorts as well, because it kind of like it came off and I found them in the car. I found a hair claw on the ground when I was leaving the marketplace and it ended up in my hair. So yeah, I guess it's like it's mine now. I mean, they're plastic and I could clean them, but I think it's cute, so I'm gonna maybe do a hairstyle that's really cute with that. And yeah, then in the new year I will get my hair cut and probably do something shorter, because there's all this, I mean, I haven't combed it yet, there's all these kind of short little bits, and this has been like this for about 2 years now, so I don't know if I'd do like a treatment or what's happening for me to do about my hair, but have to sort that out as well, and then we have a busy week. I've got to do a Shopify launch too for the scrunchies and my various products that I have, so I'll be focusing on that, and that is really exciting for me. So I'm looking forward to that heaps. I'm wanting to launch on Monday, so yeah, I think it's really purposeful as well for me to be staying at home so I can do that. I'm wanting to do a live on YouTube at the same time that I take my website off password protection, so that yeah, you can all go onto my website and you can have a look at the products. And while you're looking at the products, I want to be showing them to you as well on a live YouTube video, which is super, super exciting. Of course, my lovely mum Claire came to the market as well, and she's made a lot of her beautiful hand towels. There's a lot of dog hand towels, and I think we'll probably do a few more, but I will be taking a select few of them and putting towards the Shopify. So yeah, maybe 4 or 5 of them, maybe 5 of the hand towels. I haven't spoken to mum yet, and we have to work out where we are with our stock levels. So yeah, and yeah, we're having a bit of a rest and a bit of clean up after the wet market kind of day. So that's going to keep us really busy. Plus I need to sort out my hair, and I can't wait to having a decent haircut in the new year and a treatment, and hopefully getting rid of some of that frizz. So it's been a long time since the way that it was combed made it get split, and it's still that way. So I honestly, if anyone has any suggestions of what I could do or products that I could use to help make my hair more beautiful, I would really appreciate that heaps. But I'm probably thinking just I need to have some conditioner to start with, and that just run out because conditioner does that, and maybe like a leave-in or something like that. But yeah, it's all a journey, and that is all an exciting journey as well. And I want to make some satin scrunchies too, so that I've got some for the market, which will be exciting. Christmas is almost upon us, which is also exciting. I've got a lot of new Christmas prints, and I'm maybe keeping some for the following year as well. And then I've got the comic book boards coming, so I'll be able to cut them in half and do what I need to do with them to put some of those onto the fabrics onto them, so that I can store my fabrics a little bit better. So I'm really looking forward to that, because I have had a bit of a mess of my fabrics, and it's really exciting to streamline my production process and make my life a little bit easier, and make my productivity for making things for markets and for Shopify a lot better. But yeah, I will have to go and show you what's happening in the garage. So mum was reminding me that I had to come into the garage and video. She said to me, "Erina, did you go and video in the garage?" And I said to her, "No, I went into the garage. I got distracted getting the wet scrunchies out of the car, and then I took them inside and started putting them on the table." So yeah, that's what happened. And I'll show you that as well soon, because if your scrunchie ever gets wet or you want to wash it, I can show you the correct way that you would get them dry without. So it's not good to put them on the line with a peg, because scrunchies go a little funny. Like a little bit of sunshine to help them dry a little bit as well, but be careful with painting. But for now they are inside, because I'm imagining with today's rain and being that it's getting quite late, it is not likely that there will be a lot of sun. So this is all from my markets, there is, we collect cans and then just some garage stuff. There's in the garage, a spare picture frame that I got from the dollar store. You can see like there's just paints from the house we rent, so they're the owners' paints, and I hope that they're still good. But this is my pegboard and it got very wet. I'm a little bit concerned about it, but it looks like it's drying, so that's a really good sign. If it can dry without swelling up, then I will be good. Otherwise, if it swells up and it's not good anymore, then I'll have to do new hinges. So I have to get these hinges put on, and because I'm a girl, so I don't know very much like the skills of putting hinges on the back of a pegboard. And because I did the rope part at the back, but our nail gun ran out of the staples. I think it's a staple gun, not a nail gun. So I had to sort that out. So these are all the items. So we have to probably hang out some of our hand towels as well. They are probably a little bit damp from the rain. This is the beach towel that was in the car and it got very wet. It's just hanging over my trusty table that also needed to get dry, which probably won't dry as well with things hanging on it. The other table I have got set up to help it dry and to let me dry the pieces out. And I put this one on its side, but when you look, you can see that it's still wet from behind, and I might need to get to that with a tea towel as well. It's all a very strong elastic, so this got really wet too. Walking around in the ankle deep water did not impress me at all. I just think not good. My shoes are completely wet. My feet felt like they were in a swimming pool going home. I was freezing cold. I was dripping wet. I got coffee from Market Organics, and we had to go to them and be like, can you please clean the floor? Because I didn't realize that I was so wet that I would drip water everywhere, and there was a big puddle under my seat, and I think I made the seat wet. And yeah, it wasn't fun just being in that kind of rain, but then getting it all on my feet and having to do that like for the car ride home. It might have been worse if I took my shoes off. So I had to keep them on for like 40 minutes, maybe an hour's drive, because the traffic was hectic. And so there was a car crash as well on the way home, but yeah, luckily it was on the other side of the highway, so it didn't disrupt us too much, and we were able to get home safe and sound, which was very, very good. And yeah, so my takeaway from the market is it was far too wet for a market when you've got 0 to 15 millimeters of rain, and the location just floods far too easily. And yeah, I really do hope that the organizers will take that into account. I don't want to complain, too much to them, but the fact that the market wasn't called to a close, and the fact that the people organizing it and in charge didn't do anything about letting cars go in sooner. So there were 2 people there that packed up a little bit earlier, and that was really good that they could do that, but their cars were close by, and I don't know if their cars were just parked behind them or what the situation was, but where we were, we weren't really able to do that. So yeah, just my market experiences lately. Some have been brilliant, some have not. I'll talk about that more inside. I am melting. So I'm back inside here with my scrunchies flat on the table, and there's not enough space in the garage for them to be drying out. And I also think that hopefully the air conditioner, which is keeping us cool, will also help with the scrunchies. Behind here, behind here is some old price tags from last year that I made to make individual price tags. I used my Munding label printer, and then there's a whole heap of crafty kind of things on the table that I have got to clean up, as well as doing fixing of the wet scrunchies, fixing of the wet tables, fixing the wet tablecloths. So yeah, that's pretty much all of those kind of things that I have been doing. I cleared up the table, and I also rinsed some of the dirt off the dirtiest tablecloth and put it in a bucket of water with suds to soak the mud out of it. So just the stains, the other tablecloths I haven't got to yet. I'm going to have to sort it out in the morning, which, yeah, it's a big job. I also have to let the water out of the dirtier tablecloth so that I can just start soaking them all together. I've got squashed scrunchies as well that you might have heard about that on my Facebook announcement. So yeah, I was live on Facebook announcing that I'll be live on Tuesday night in collaboration with my Shopify relaunch. That will happen at 7 p.m. and yeah, I'm going to aim for that and not wanting to push anything back any further than I already have. So I've got all of these scrunchies that got squashed, and there's some more here. I'm not sure if that one got squashed. It's not really too bad, but you can tell the squashed ones, they look like this. And I have been using my trusty hairdryer that my dad actually bought it for me, and I've had it for years, so hopefully I still have it for years longer to get the creases to go out of the scrunchies, and it's working really well. I don't have the ones to show you, but yeah, some of these scrunchies will go online, some won't. So I will explain more I'll have to explain that more in a moment. So what I'm wanting to do with the scrunchies is a bit of a pivot seam that everything, all the wet things and the squash things, and I have to spend time sorting that out. I've also got product releases for my markets next weekend, so I'll be selecting a few of the scrunchies so that I can do the launch on Tuesday for online and moving them to online only, and there won't be a lot of every single print, so yeah, I guess you'll just have to get in while stocks last, and shipping is until the 20th, so from 7 p.m. on Tuesday night, and you'll have that time to order, and then I can ship until the 20th without doing express, and this excludes WA and Northern Territory. They're already express shipping, so it must take longer for Australia Post to get them there. And yeah, you should still be able to receive items before Christmas, particularly if they are presents. So I want to have stuff that is in stock, particularly being that it's Christmas and time is running out and I've got to do market prep. So it's really exciting. I'll be putting a few prints up, and that is going to be awesome. I'm leaving it for my live video for you to see what ones are going up. So yeah, it could be any of the ones I showed you before. So there's a whole pile of scrunchies that I need to get looking a lot better than they look, so that they don't look so squashed. I don't like them looking squashed, and I want them to go out to people looking unsquashed. So it could be any of these scrunchies becoming on my website. Although right now they're all squashed, so I have to unsquash them and get the ones behind that got damp dry. Anyway, thank you so much for watching my video. Do tune in on Tuesday night at 7 p.m. for my live YouTube video with my Shopify relaunch. I am very excited about this and can't wait to get all of this done. It's going to be amazing. So come and hang out with me live and have fun. Thanks so much for watching, and if you love my video, please subscribe and ring the bell. And yeah, I'd love it if you could like the video as well, as it will really help the algorithm. So I hope that everyone has a wonderful evening. I'm going to go and get back to sorting out all of my scrunchies, and yeah, I'm really glad to be able to say that my pegboard looks like it's getting nice and dry and hasn't swollen up, and I'll still be able to use that for markets, and a lot of the other stuff is drying. I'm not sure about my letterboards. They got quite a bit wet, so we'll see how they go. But if it's sunny tomorrow, I will stick them out in the sun, and no doubt that will help. And it was lovely to be able to get gazebo walls dry. But yeah, anyway, please like and subscribe and ring the bell. And I hope that you all have a wonderful night, or if you're watching this tomorrow morning, a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye.